In this video I'm going to show you Quill, our account system. You can get into Quill in a couple of ways. First of all, on Compliance Manager there's an Accounts tab, and if you click here it will actually launch Quill in a web browser. It's a web browser based application, and it will actually default to the client that I had selected in Compliance Manager. The other option is to double click on the Quill logo that you'll have on your desktop. This will actually bring you into a login screen, and we will provide you with those login details. If you haven't got them, please let us know and we will give them to you. Quill's quite simple to get around. At the top we have client matters, contacts. We don't use document management on Quill, e-chits and time recording and reports. The applications you're going to use mainly in Quill are time recording. So if we click on time, record time, and brings up the time recording screen. Here it's selected the matter that I was last on, but I can change this matter number to any matter that I want to record time for. We mark what rate that is, and it will default to private rate for all of your matters. We select the attendance code, so if we're doing an email in, the number of units, these are 6-minute units, and a description. Here we can actually enter more notes. When we do the billing guide, it's the description that's in the subject that will be printed on the billing guide. Your notes can be full attendance notes if you wish, and you can type them in here and print them out as well. Once we've completed our time entry, we click submit, and down the bottom here the entry will be listed. So we can now go through and add multiple matters in. I'm not quite sure what the matter number is, so I can put part of it in, click on the little button there, and it'll give me all of those starting with GRO. So I'm going to pick myself. The rate's private, and this time we're going to do some correspondence. And again, submit. And now we have 2 entries on our time recording. Now I'll keep building these up here until I'm ready to post to the ledger. So at this point I can go back in and edit any ones of these, or I can print the notes as we said earlier. You may find that some of them are highlighted in this sort of purplish colour. If they are, that means there's a problem and the data wasn't fully entered, so you will need to go in and edit it. And there's an option on here to delete. Once you've completed all of your time recording and you're happy with it, click back on time. There's an option to send a timesheet to Ledger. Once you push this, it's posted and you can't go back in and change it. You can do work in progress corrector, but really this is the submits it to the system, and it will then appear on your billing guide. There's also a timer here, so we can select the matter and then we can start recording the time. That will count up, and we can then stop it, and it will put the number of units in for us. The other area that you're going to be using a lot on Quill is e-chits. Now every time we want some financial transaction, we have to produce an e-chit. So here we have a number of different e-chits we can produce. So client, we click on there. This will be the fee earner, and we can then say it's a payment to the client by check. We can then select the account, and again I can put the first part of the name in and search for it. So we select this one here, the amount, and then we've got some few extra fields: the reference, the payee, and the narrative. Now depending on what type of transaction you're going to produce, different information needs to be typed in here. Now on the intranet site you will find a document detailing exactly what needs to be put into each of these fields. So for example, if I want to do a check, the reference here would be CHQ, and the name, reference CHQ, payee is the name. So this is Smith. You'll see here that the EJIT's set to print, and there's also notes to the cashier. So when I submit this, it will actually print me out an EJIT. You then need to send that printed copy signed off to the accounts department with any supporting paperwork. What I suggest you do is actually go and print out the document processing financial transactions, and on it will be a list of every type of transaction that you're likely to come across, and exactly what boxes and what to enter in each of these boxes, and what supporting documentation to send off to the accounts department. I don't intend to go through every single one here, but just to show you the fact that you just click on each it. We go to Office, and again we can do a receipt into Office, check the matter type, come across the bank account, the amount, and then the references again. So it's all quite simple, it's all quite similar on every type of transaction, but the accounts department do need different types of text to be put into these boxes, and it's not easy on a video to do that. It's better with a written document which gives you step-by-step instructions. If you have any problems with Quill, please let me know, and I will quite happily go through it in a lot more detail. This is just a very brief outline of the program. Thank you very much.